2022's top Turkish dramas you don't want to miss. Hi viewers, welcome to this video. Please share your feedback on the video in the comments and subscribe to my channel. Today I would like to share the list of most successful Turkish dramas of 2022, which have topped various charts and ratings. These dramas were also being showcased at this year's edition of MIPCOM, the world's top international TV market. This year's MIPCOM held in October 2022 in Cannes, France. At MIPCOM, international buyers collaborate with distributors of Turkish dramas and purchase dramas for foreign audience. Here's a list of the buzzworthy Turkish titles being showcased at this year's edition of MIPCOM. Number 1, A Little Sunshine. Hakan and Elif are happily married, and the only thing missing in their life is a child. One day, Hakan is found dead following a car accident, and there's a little girl beside him. Elif will try to find the child's mother but will take the girl under her wings in the meantime. As Elif faces the truth and starts her life again, her path crosses with a wealthy businessman Fırat on this difficult journey, making everything more complicated. Number 2, I Can't Fit Into This World. CEZ Air decides to avenge his brother, who worked for the state and was victim of sabotage, begins a new life by faking his death, but after a while he must return to his past life. As a result of an injury that takes place during one of his operations abroad, he meets Dr. Firuze. He falls in love with Firuze and creates a new family with her, but shortly after, he is exposed and has to return to Istanbul. Neither his secondary family nor his original family, who wept and prayed at his graveyard, are aware of these developments. Istanbul, on the other hand, is not the same as where he left. He will do his best to fight the foreign forces, but it will also require his energy to be divided between two women who are in love with him. Number 3, Kingfisher/Sheko writes, Suna is to be wed to Fırat, the heir to the Korhan jewelry empire, but having never met his bride-to-be, Fırat, a spoiled Casanova who is not interested in settling down, happens upon her younger sister Seyran. He is totally captivated by the younger woman, and if he is to marry anyone, he is determined it will be her. While the arrangement suits Suna and Seyran's father, who just wants a shot at the Korhan's riches, both of the young women are thrown through a loop, and Suna starts to hatch wicked revenge plans to take back the future she believes has been stolen from her. Number 4, Hear Me. Akim and Layla are two young teenagers who are as close as sisters. They live a modest life in a humble neighborhood, but they always envy the rich kids who attend Gerçek High School, a secondary school exclusively for the children of wealthy families. One day a car hits Layla and the culprit flees the crime scene, making his way toward the school. When news spreads that a girl will spend the rest of her life in a wheelchair because of someone from the school, the principal decides to give scholarships to 3 students from Layla's neighborhood, to bury the bad news. Akim, Bakir and Isa are chosen to start their fresh student life in the city's most prestigious school, but they soon understand that their life is actually about to get harder. Number 5, Cranberry Sorbet. This series tells the captivating story of the idealistic Doga falling hopelessly in love with a charming man from a devout family whose values clash with those of her mother, creating a powerful drama as they seek to overcome their differences and find harmony. Number 6, That Girl. Zeynep, like thousands of young girls, is a social media phenomenon and dreams of leaving her miserable life behind. But while she strives for this, she also mothers her father because her 45-year-old father, whose name is Kadir, has the intelligence of a 5-year-old. Every week, Zeynep works as a cleaner at the home of Ozan, a popular figure whose life she aspires to live. One day, while doing her daily chores at Ozan's house, Zeynep meets Sitare, Ozan's secret lover and a businesswoman, who oversees numerous social media phenomena. Zeynep, who could barely get 20 followers in her unsocial life, becomes a phenomenon overnight with Sitare's help, but as she will come to learn, all that glitters is not gold. Number 7, 3 sisters. Nisrin and Sadiq have a happy life in a small town at the Aegean coast along with their 3 daughters, Turkan, Donis, and Derya. A well-known wealthy family, Korman family, asks for Turkan's hand in marriage with their son Summer. Within a month, Turkan and Summer get married and hold a fairy tale wedding ceremony. Turkan dreams to have a happy marriage just like in fairy tales. However, she finds herself stuck in the fairy tale castle. Summer is not happy with this marriage and has a girlfriend. Meanwhile, the lives of Jonas and Derya turn upside down by a big secret from the past. The shadow of their past continues to follow them. Number 8, Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy is a love story that tells of when two souls find each other despite the whole world, even themselves. Everything stands in front of them but still, they meet. However, no one can illuminate another's darkness. This is the story of a young woman who falls in love for the first time on her way to healing herself by healing others, following the healing she received from her father. The story of a man who has everything he wants in life, but perhaps mostly, for this reason, looking for a companion in unhappiness and loneliness. Number 9. Life Comes as It Knows / Another Chance. Mafia leader Yeti Emin leaves his dark past, and in exchange for the information he gave to the police, he goes to Istanbul to pursue his life as a geography teacher. Sadi Payasl, who changes all the equilibriums in the high school, tries to deal with the conflicts in his private life. On the other hand, he is taken short by his ex-lover Derya and police officer Songul, who accompanies him in his new life. Number 10, Deception / To Betray. It's a story of a distinguished, respected family court judge. An honest and principled woman who has saved many marriages from destruction and made sure that many children receive the affection and love they deserve, and has always been on the side of justice. She thinks that they are an exemplary family with her husband and 2 children. She thinks that her marriage will continue with all the love, happiness, and peace. One day, Gazid accidentally pulls a noose and she starts to realize that her happy family is not a warm home, but a sand castle. Number 11, One More Chance, The Dusty Collar. This series follows Ali, Vefa, Zaino, and Arap, 4 young people, who are as close as siblings, as they lie in their own happy little world. Their ordinary life, which is in its normal course, turns upside down with the death of Vefa, the most precious of them. It is said that Vefa committed suicide, but the 3 of them think that he was murdered, and they are not wrong. Number 12, Twisted Affairs / The Goodness. Twisted Affairs is adapted from the hit Korean series The Queen's House. The series follows Slihan, who seems to have it all, wealthy and beautiful, married to a hard-working executive who has worked his way up to a position of trust in her family's holding company. Slihan is devoted to her husband Murat and their kids. But Slihan's perfect life is a castle built on sand. Number 13, Our Father. Emin and his family, who live in a small town in Izmir, are a religious and conservative family. Emin is an authoritarian father. Even when he could have prevented his son from being sent to prison because of a mistake he made, he wanted his son to serve his sentence. After being released from prison, his son Kadir will try to make it up to his family, but when he comes home, he will find out that the family moved to Istanbul. Number 14, Judgment. The story features Pınardeniz as Selin, a tough lawyer willing to bend the rules in the service of justice. Conor Yankaglu plays Ilgaz, a no-nonsense prosecutor who does everything by the book. The 2 of them mix like oil and water, but when Ilgaz's brother is accused of murder, it is Selin he goes to for help. Number 15, Heartbreak / Secrets of an Angel. The series is about a family whose members see their lives changed abruptly by a tragedy. Jeanette, who was exposed to domestic violence for years by her husband, Yilmaz, gets sick and is hospitalized. While she is being treated, she sees a lawyer's Zeynep's number on the window of the hospital and calls her for help. She gives her a letter to be opened after she dies. This letter will not only bring Zeynep and Halil, the eldest son of Jeanette, together but also will cause conflict between the siblings. The Secret of an Angel is about the struggle of all women who are victims of domestic violence all around the world, and also offers romance through the love story between Zeynep and Halil. Thanks for watching. I hope you like this video.